All right, good evening, everyone. I decided to make this stream because there was a news 2 days ago. Today is Sunday, the 13th of April, that I think was a bit non-reported by some news. Even here in Portugal, I think I saw it in Euronews and in RTP1 here, if I'm not mistaken. But I definitely saw it in Euronews, in which was a meeting that occurred between European countries and NATO countries. This time, the president of the meeting was the United Kingdom, that was discussing the possibility of sending European or NATO troops into Ukraine. And despite the opposition of a couple of countries, many are deciding to do it. I know, even if it was not reported from other sources, that at least France, the United Kingdom, and a couple of Nordic countries have decided they will go forward with it if it is decided by everyone. Now, you have to consider this now. There is, in fact, a nuclear possibility, a nuclear threat. But also, Russia knows that Europe has nuclear weapons. And we still do not know very well in what state Russian nuclear warheads are. They might not be operational, or at least tactically operational. And besides that, the use of nuclear weapons, it would be counterproductive. It would be counterproductive. It's designed to the usage of nuclear weapons would automatically determine that other countries would use nuclear weapons against Russia. So, from what I heard, and please fact check me on this, and I'm saying this with a lot of caution because I don't like to spread misinformation. I don't like to lie or whatever. So take it with a pinch of salt. But I think that what they are trying to do is to create a kind of a protected region in Ukraine in order to allow a little, let's call it, a little moving space to the. Oh, my kitty is playing with me. The a little space of movement to the Ukrainian troops in the east, meaning to, for example, defend the airs over Kiev, the air over Kiev, for example, put boots on the troop to prevent a possible intervention from Belarus. That is still a danger, even though I have serious doubts if the control of Moscow over Belarus is that tightened right now. In my opinion, I think Moscow needs Belarus right now, and not the other way around. Okay, but I think this is a very important news, and I have absolutely no idea why some YouTubers have simply did not speak about this. I know in Euronews, for example, I think it's a 2 minute news or something like that. But I thought this is important to say because if this happens, war in Ukraine will end in a matter of months or weeks. And once again, the United States was not present, and I even have serious doubts they will even invite it. It was kind of a summit of the interested parties in Ukraine, with Ukrainian responsible people, Ukrainian diplomats, and diplomats from other European countries and NATO countries. Uh, I am going to keep on this because I think this will indeed stop. I think it's just a matter of time because Europe cannot trust the United States. Europe needs to end this war as quickly as possible. Europe needs to have some kind of solace from the offensive in the east and end this right now. And we have clearly seen the United States is too weak, it's too confused, and it's not determined to support their allies. And I know what the Americans are going to say. Oh, we have been paying for your defense. Well, F off. You have not been paying for anything. We have been paying it for it. And we allowed you to install bases in our nations with the assumption of you providing support in our aid, support and aid in our defense. Sorry, this is what I meant. This is what allies do. But you are no longer an ally. You are betraying us all. Betraying us all. Whatever happens in the future, I will never have any respect for America ever again. And like so many other Europeans, I'm boycotting every American product or service that I can boycott. No Netflix, no social media from the US. The only one I'm still in is this one right here, YouTube, because there are simply no options for it right now. And because I like the platform. But I'm boycotting everything. You know, I never liked soft drinks. I never liked sodas and all that crap. But I always like to drink my Coca-Cola or my Pepsi. I haven't done so since the orange one took over power in the US, and I won't touch it again. And by that time, that was pretty much the only American product I consumed. But when he took over, I ended most of my subscriptions to American YouTubers, even some that were my friends, even some were in another incarnation. I was a moderator, supplying material, news material, and all that crap, and providing aid. I simply ended it because I could not be a part of that. I cannot be a part of that. The the USA disgusts me right now. And what I'm seeing now is something that will be very dangerous, you know, because people will die. Europeans will die. Europeans are already dying in the East with Mr. Putin. I call him Pukin, sending people to die in the meat grinder in the East just because of his narcissistic idea, and the Ukrainians that are dying every day, and the volunteers that are already there dying every day. And no one cares, just like the US does not care about Gaza. I told you I would talk about it. No one cares about it. The Israelis don't care about it. And I'm not anti Semitic. I never was. I never even understood it. And I'm part German, and I never understood it either. I don't understand this concept of of a Jewish race. What the hell is that? I understand the Jewish religion, the Jewish culture. I understand all of that. But from what my friends told me, they are not any different from me. And I knew some Jewish people. They were just like me. And you say, well, we are bombing down the terrorists. Well, quoting a comedian that I really don't like. I don't find him funny at all. A lot of people like the guy, but I certainly don't. But he said one that is well, kind of an expression that is really correct. You know, if a terrorist was holding a baby in front of you to hide behind him, would you shoot the baby? Because this is what is happening. Israel, I'm not saying Hamas are saints. They are not fucking saints. They're terrorists. But Israel right now, the IDF, they are fucking terrorists also because they are doing the actions of a terrorist. And if they are targeting on purpose people because of their race and because of their creed, because some Palestinians are also Christian. I don't know, but I think that for them we are all the same. Christians and Muslims, we are animals. Like I heard one person in TV, an Israeli say, okay, while while shooting down people, but they do you think this behavior is much different from what the Nazis did in World War II, creating their breeding grounds, their living grounds? Oh no, no, because we were expelled and this was our land, and that, yes, it was your land, and you got expelled from it, or you converted to Christianity or to Islam or whatever you did, and you moved on and you intermingled, and a lot of Europeans converted to Judaism also. A lot of them in Greece, some even here, right here in Portugal, and things evolved. And then you got your country back, your holy land. Okay, so why do you have to treat people like this? You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it, then don't. Ask for the UN to place a border patrol in between both of the areas where the Palestinians live and where you live. And then you create your own IDF to continue to protect yourselves, whatever you want to do. I won't discuss it. For me, right now, it already exists, so now Israel has to be dealt with. Israel has to have its right to be in peace, but it has to leave other people in peace too. And the terrorist attack was a barbaric thing. Yes, it was. But it is not justifiable for what you are doing now. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Return to the border, close the border, let them be in peace. Tell the UN, look, place a border patrol here to make sure no weapons enter in the country, in the Gaza, to make sure everything is at peace, and we will retreat. And that would be legitimate. But bombing and killing civilians, that that is simply unacceptable. And this is my position on it. It's unacceptable. And if you call me a goddamn anti-Semite, I tell you to go fuck yourself. This one will have an age restriction just because of all of this crap. Because right now we cannot speak a bloody word about anything without being labeled this or that. I'm an anti-Semite. I'm not even a fucking Muslim. I was raised Christian. And when they would do the same thing to you, well, fuck them. I have a knife in my pocket and I will cut them up. Think I give a crap about damn zealot nutters and zealots and all of that crap? They don't represent Islam. They don't represent the religion. I have known Islamic people, Muslims, that were good people, that were tolerant people. Those were true Muslims, just like we have true Christians here, and we have those dime store Christians over there in America. They don't deserve the name of Christians. They deserve the name of idiots. Why do you have to bring religion into all of this crap? The two-state solution is the only bloody solution to end war in Israel. If Israel does not want or is not able to defend their borders with the Palestinian state, then ask the UN to go there and bring them peace. But Israel doesn't want that because they want to continue to do jokes like they are doing right now, entering into Gaza, destroying everything, leveling that, and then you have the idiot talking about transforming it into a Riviera. This is not genocide. This is not imperialism. This is not blatant disregard for everything that is human. Do you remember what they did to the Jews in Vaasa, in the ghetto? Do you remember what the bloody Nazis that those fuckers did to the Jews in Vaasa? Do you realize there are people in Europe right now, and I heard it sitting in a coffee shop. I heard some people talking, and this is Portugal, an extremely tolerant country. Lay back. But I heard people saying this, look at them. Maybe the Nazis were right. I heard this in a coffee shop. Do you have any idea of what this is doing to Jewish people all over the world? In what danger you are putting them in? Do we expect them all to return to Israel? Many of those Jewish people are citizens of their countries. They are citizens of Portugal, of Spain, of France, of the USA, wherever they are living in. They do not have to be in Israel. Israel is a country, no doubt about it, but it has to be at peace with its neighbors. And if it wants guarantees of peace, it has to have it. And the solution is simple. The two-state solution works. Let the Palestinians be in their corner. You will be in yours and behave. But now the referee that has always been on your side, USA, is letting you do whatever you want. And the European nations are too guilt ridden because of the barbarism in World War II to say or do anything. Well, I, as a European, as a part German European, I tell you this. I am not fucking anti Semitic by telling you you are not doing the correct thing. And if you want to listen to me, listen. If you don't want to listen to me, well, fuck off. I'm already going. I'm determined. I'm determined to publish this video because hard truths need to be heard. Intolerance cannot be. Intolerance cannot be able. Cannot be authorized to exist in this way. Leave them alone. They are building tunnels under the land to get us. Okay, you are smart. You have a good army. You have a good intelligence services. You have Mossad. You have all of that. Use it. Use it to prevent this shit. Use it. I'm not telling you to be passive when someone is trying to enter in your country and kill your citizens. I'm not saying that. Not at all. And like I told you, terrorists are fuckheads. But you are turning terrorists into freedom fighters. And that is something you have to understand. You are not creating one terrorist, you are creating thousands of them. The kids and Muslims all over the world, they are seeing this shit and they are turning into intolerant people towards you. You are jeopardizing the existence of your own state in the future. Because in the future, and as we are seeing, the USA is disintegrating, just like the Soviet Union did. It won't take long. It might take a couple of years, but it will happen. And what if Europe suddenly now turns right wing? Have you thought about it? Because it's happening. I'm seeing it here. And I'm not a right winger. Not at all. I don't care about those fuckheads either. And the communists and all of that crap in the left and the so called what the other ones call woke and all that shit, they are all fuckheads to me too. They are dumbasses. They are idiots. Extremes. You know, this is a dirty one, but I will tell you. Do you know what my dad told me? Extremes join up behind you. You know, the extremes, left, right. They join up behind you. They kick you in your ass because they are all the same. Different ways of seeing it, but they are all the same. Authoritarian regimes, regimes that aim to impose their will upon you, regimes that whitewash what happened in the concentration camps in Europe. Oh, it's not possible to kill those that many people. It's not possible to burn. That's a lie. It was not 1 million. It was. I don't. Do you know? You want to know what my answer was in the face of a person that told me that? I told them I don't give a fuck if they kill 5 people or if they kill 5 million. They killed with a purpose to eliminate a race or a religion or whatever you want to call it of people just because they were different. I will repeat this again, just because they were different. Power move. And that is unacceptable. You can say, I don't like this person because of their religion. You can say, I don't like of this person because of its ethnic group, whatever. But you cannot say, I hate this person. I hate this religion. You can say, I don't understand and I don't want nothing to do with it. Your personal freedom. I do it too. I ignore people. I ignore I ignore certain things because they have nothing to do with my own ethic, ethics and whatever, my principles, my ethics. So to anyone that is dignifying himself or herself of listening to me, I tell you this. Stop that crap. War is all around us. Like I said in the beginning of my rant talking about Ukraine and that situation, it's all around us. It's in Sudan also. Myanmar. War is not a natural state for humanity, no matter whatever people tell you. Men were born, men, women. When I say men, I mean humanity was born to be better than this. We were born to not be parasites. And in this, I have a firm belief. I have a firm belief that there is a purpose for existence, even if that purpose is to not have a purpose at all. If you can't understand this, I cannot explain it to you. Even if the purpose is simply to exist, is simply to appreciate what exists, that is a purpose. So you cannot say, I have no purpose. You can never say that. Never say that. You can have the purpose of having, like I do sometimes, just having my hot coffee in the morning, you know, and just look at life and see life. And all of this confusion, all of this emotional response that I'm venting it right now. I'm venting emotional anguish right now because this is too heavy for anyone. And I'm not an empathic person. I'm not. I sometimes come out as very cold. My grandfather used to call it the Prussian look because he had it too. Even though Prussians now are idiots voting in ADF, or what is left of Prussia is voting in those dumbasses that are also dumbasses. And I'm not offending them. I'm giving my fucking opinion. I'm not insulting anyone. If anyone feels insulted, then tell me. Write it down in the comment. I feel insulted by this. And I will write under it, well, I'm sorry you feel bad I called you a fuckhead. I will do it. No doubt about it. Because I am not offending anyone, I'm expressing an opinion. I am not inciting people to do harm to other people. In fact, what I'm trying to say is to say, stop that. Don't hurt people. This is what I'm saying. And the media is turning the speech of normal people like me into something that does not exist. A person with a sign saying stop war in Gaza or whatever, that person is not an anti Semitic. That person is a person that is telling stop the war. If that person starts yelling some shit like do this or do that to the Jewish people or whatever, or to Israel or whatever, then that is anti Semitism. Not anti Semitic, but it's violent and they should not be allowed to do it. But other than that, no. People have a right to protest. They must have a right to protest. People must have the, even if the protest is stupid. I have seen some protests that are like those idiots throwing soup on works of art to call for environment protection. What the hell is that? What does that? Why? Because a piece of art is considered precious or more precious than a forest? Well, that's fuck up, I know, but it's no reason to destroy it. It's no reason to destroy a work of art, something that is not even yours. It might be owned by someone right now, but it's a property of the world, of us all. It's our culture, you know? Everything from an African dance to a painting by Van Gogh, that is all a part of our culture, human culture. Well, as I said, I wanted to post this video. It's a hard one. I sweared a lot, I know, but I only swear when these emotions, all these emotions come out. So I decided to make this video. As I said, I will post it as not fit for kids, of course. All of my videos are posted that way. And I will have an age limit on it because I also do not want people to come and prepare. But I will not stop saying what I think it's true. And I think this is true. If you can tell me there is any justification to bomb civilians, tell me. But don't tell me the terrorists were hiding under the hospital or some shit like that. Because I will tell you this. Then you would have to remove the civilians first, even if you have casualties. And after that, you would go down to the hospital and you would remove the terrorists, even if you had more casualties. Or if you are unable to do it, then you would denounce it and sit back. But to invade and destroy and do this and do that. And like I said before, I don't like terrorists either. But you have also to consider this that most Palestinians also do not like terrorists. They want to live their life in peace. They want to work, they want to eat, they want to make love with their wives, I don't know. I don't care. The people, get out. Stop this shit. You already some of you might be thinking this way. We are already in too deep. No. To persist in a mistake when you know clearly it's a mistake, it's not the correct thing to do. Correct it. Me. Sometimes I'm doing something and I get it wrong. And I know I got it wrong. I am not going to simply continue or hide it. I will go back and I will do it all over again if it's needed, but it has to be correctly done. Now, to any Jewish person that is listening to me, I will tell you this, and you look into my eyes. I am not anti Semitic. No, and I never lie. In fact check everything I said. But what is happening right now has to stop. And it's not only for the sake of the people that are getting killed now, it's the sake of for the future of Israel. I am worried about that, really worried, because, like we say here in Portugal, one day it's the day of the hunter, the other day is the day of the prey. You don't win all the time, and you do not have the upper hand all the time. And if you think that by crashing down over opponents you will get the upper hand, no, you won't. No, you won't. No, stop it. Don't think like that. Don't think that way. Well, as I said, this is just my venting. I will publish this video right now with the restraints I said I would, because I don't think this is a video that is appropriate for a person that is underage. I think, even if I think like my dad and my mom always thought that you have to present reality as it is even to your children. But that is the job of their parents and not mine. Okay? Now, have a good night. And if you listen to me, thank you for listening to my rant.